Well, we're talking about the Climate Change Citizen Forum, and with me is the chair and the vice chair. I really want you to take me through this whole thing, because you've got something coming up, and I suppose getting the word out there, what's going on. I mean, it sounds pretty obvious, but over to you first.
Yeah, it's great, really. So on the 27th of October, we're actually having the first of the Climate Change Citizen Forum meetings, and it's 36 members of the public. So we worked really hard to get 12 bodies who are interested in this area. We've broken that down, so we've got 12 people to represent those areas. We've got 12 people who've applied for an advert that's been in the press lately, and we've got 12 people randomly generated from the electoral roll. So it really is a cross-section across the island. Absolutely delighted to really reach out and really get first-hand what the public actually think.
You can be more random than that. Congratulations. I love it. It sounds like some sort of computer just churning out names. On a serious note, though, what do you hope to achieve on this?
Well, the purpose of the Citizens Forum is obviously that we've got the action plan to address climate change that was approved by Tynwald. But the purpose of the Citizens Forum is really now to engage with a cross-section of our community, as Ralph has explained, to get people's insight, input, experiences, questions, thoughts and so on, so that actually we can take that back to the Climate Change Transformation Board, and that thinking can inform how we go about the implementation of the plan.
Any particular aspirations you've got or expect to hear in this forum?
I think what we really want to get is to see how people take in, if you like, some knowledge, perhaps knowledge that they've not been experienced with before, and how perhaps their opinions may change once they've actually learned about something. That's going to be really important to see how we can actually engage with the public and actually get the public to understand where we want to go. So there's some areas that we really want to attract now. So we've still got some areas around transport, around the wildlife, small businesses, and we were able to get those people now to really apply, and then we can go through the process of picking them out.
Okay. But these people did come to you, they responded to the advert, so they're keen in the first place.
Well, the thing is, in order to try and capture a really representative cross-section of people, we have put an advert out, and over 250 people have applied to join through that mechanism. So there will be 12 people selected, and the aim is to try and get a good cross-section of our community. Another 12 are randomly selected from the electoral roll, and the idea there is to make sure we've got all 12 constituencies represented. And so that it is a random process, and people have been written to as they've been randomly selected from each of our 12 electoral rolls. The third group, though, the stakeholder group, which is the group that we are now calling for, what we're looking for there are individuals who can represent sectors or groups. So, for example, there are some groups on the Isle of Man, like construction, that we now have the new Isle of Man construction body, where there is an existing body that already sits as an umbrella organisation across a range of different parts of that sector, then that becomes an obvious group for us to say, can you come along and join the Citizens Forum? But some groups, like transport is a good example. There isn't what you would call an overarching body, perhaps, that might sit and represent all aspects of transport on the Isle of Man. So at that point, we've now said, look, can you please write in? If you are someone who thinks you can represent that sector, please write in, because we want applicants who can represent that sector. I think what's really important, though, is it's not for them to come along and lobby for their particular business. Obviously, businesses will lobby as they go along, but for the Citizens Forum, what we want are people who can be representative across an entirety of their sector and engage with all the different groups in that sector and be the voice on the forum.
So they come to you, you have a panel, you like a beauty contest, and you'll pick who it is?
Well, no, the officers will do that, plus the members aren't involved in actually selecting them. So there's a whole process that's been agreed and ratified to follow.
And this meeting, can the public come along, or is it behind closed doors, or what?
No, it's a workshop, if you like. So we're going to try and make it so it's a place where people can actually come and feel safe and secure, that they can sort of listen, challenge, and also learn. So with that space will be just for the members in that group. But we will obviously be reporting on it, the outcomes of it and what happens. We want to make it as transparent as possible.
Okay. Well, I know you've got like your green cards, that's your green credentials. How's you? You gone green?
I'm afraid I'm snap.
Oh,
I've also got an electric car.
Which is a start, isn't it? I mean, on this
Absolutely.
path,
I think so. I think it's good to. I really do believe the more you actually take an interest in something, and the more you can sort of measure things, is the more you want to be involved and understand, and that's only going to be better for the Isle of Man. I'm really looking forward to engaging with the public and really hearing from them how they can help us solve these problems.
To get in touch, if they want to be part of this, there's the email, is it, to write to?
Yeah, absolutely. It's on the government website, or we've got an email address which is climatechange@gov.im.
And the more the merrier, people get in touch with you, the better?
Absolutely, yes, please. And the idea of the Citizens Forum is that it will continue, because obviously the action plan rolls out over a large number of years, and so the membership won't be static either. I mean, initially people are being invited along for the first year, so we know over 250 people applied for 12 places. So there's a lot of interest there, and the other thing is we don't want these people to sort of disappear. Hopefully there'll be an opportunity for them to come forward as the membership gets to refresh periodically. So yeah, definitely, if you're interested, please do get in touch.